Visual that has come in, look at that, and I'll request the team to go bigger on the screen. That's the visual of the attacker, of the suspect, going up the staircase. Remember the first visual that arrived? That was released by the police because you could see him, you could see the face. That's how he's been identified. He's now been detained by the Mumbai police. But many were wondering, how did he manage to enter into the building? Look at that visual on your screen. The visual of him, and this time he's masked because he clearly came prepared. Possibly when he was rushing out, it was panic moment for him as well. Did not cover the face this time. Look, coming completely prepared with a backpack, covered his face. This man knew on which floor do Kareena and Saif reside, and importantly, that this is the fire escape to use, that this is the route that would be open. This is absolutely a nightmare because this man clearly knew the routes that may not have the CCTV evidence, may not have a security personnel deployed, and even in a high security building, that there could be a route like this. Remember, these are usually the back gates. These are the fire escape that often are made with all protocol in any building, and especially in buildings where these high-profile celebrities are known to reside. And even then, ideally, it needs to have deployment of the security guards and the personnel. At least it was this one footage that has surfaced. Look how he's tiptoeing, carefully, cautiously coming up. He knew the floor. He realizes where he's heading into. The question here is, when he reaches their floor, was the door open and how? Did he know, was he aware that the door was going to be open, or is it left open by the family? The man manages to enter into the residence, goes into, according to the caretaker's complaint to the police, that he was hiding in the bathroom near the children's room. When the caretaker realized that there is something happening in the bathroom, he comes out of the place and is trying to, and is very close to Jay, the younger one. That's when the housekeeper, the nanny of the child, tries to intervene, and he tells her to be quiet or she'll face consequences. This man came prepared. He knew what he was coming for, and it was not just any floor. He clearly was targeting one floor, the duplex of Saif and Kareena. And that is why the police is analyzing, one, the modus operandi, and they'll want to grill him and ask, how did he know this was the escape route? That it would be very clear that nobody comes in and out of these areas. He knew that he will not be noticed on this staircase specifically. It's very disturbing to know that possibly he had done a recce earlier itself. According to the caretaker's complaint to the Mumbai police, he held her hostage and possibly tried to, or attempted to, or intended to hurt the children, keep them hostage. He demanded 1 crore rupees ransom when he was identified and noticed by Saif Ali Khan. Eventually, it led to a confrontation. He had a hexa blade with him. He had a wooden stick. We'll also, in a short while, play both the visuals of him going up the staircase, where you can see he's completely masked. He's taking his steps very cautiously, which means that either he was inside in this area, and we'll try and ascertain the timeline of this event. If the clock shows the time at when he decided to walk up the staircase, and that will give us some clarity about when he went down at about 2:33 a.m. That's confirmed. Look how prepared this man has been. And barely hours after that, we know what happened, to which Saif Ali Khan is currently recovering. We are told he was very close to Jay's room where he was sleeping. The caretaker, that is when she made a noise, alerted Saif and Kareena and others. And that precisely now raises a question as much of security, because usually the security would be at the front door. These are usually fire escape. But even in scenarios like this, is this something that our celebrity couples or anyone, it can be anyone for the safety of their family members, will have to now ensure that these back gates, these fire escapes need as much security sometimes, especially for those who have menacing intentions to hurt you, your family, or want to attempt robbery. The police will be investigating, was it about simply robbery, wanted money, or was it a bigger intention to harm the family? Kareena Kapoor Khan has also put out a statement to say that they are going through the disturbing events and will want privacy at this hour. We'll go across to our colleagues on the ground on this. But this is the latest visual. This is the visual where just hours ago he managed to make an entry, cautiously tiptoeing up the staircase, knowing fairly well on the floor where the stars live. The question is, how was he not noticed by anyone? Not seen in the CCTV footage. There is one man who's now been, as a suspect, detained by the Mumbai police. They believe he's the man. But it boggles one's mind that in such a secure, safe building, in a safe zone like Bandra, how did this man know and realize that he can make an entry and then an exit? Sana Farzeen continues to be with us. Sana, so we have put both the visuals now. One of him tiptoeing upstairs and then when he rushes back down. This basically begs a question. How was he so aware about the escape route, Sana?
Definitely, Pooja. Since yesterday, everyone's asking the same question, I think, to the police, to the authorities about how that man could go into a house of a high-profile building without being seen, without being noticed. And he exactly knew where he has to go, where he has to hide himself. These are major questions, raising questions on the security and law and order of the city, of the area. I mean, Bandra is right now in focus after Salman Khan's attack, Baba Siddiqui's murder, and of course now with Saif Ali Khan being attacked right inside his home. These are questions that the authorities need to answer. I think not just the industry, but even the normal citizen today is asking the same question of how safe are we right inside our home. If someone can enter a high security building without being noticed, I think everyone is right now scared about their well-being, about their family's well-being. Saif Ali Khan, as we all got to know, the attack happened in his kids' room. It not just shows the physical trauma that he faced, but also the mental trauma. Everyone's talking about how the kids were scared. They were held and asked for ransom. They were held as hostages. This just marks a very important question about the well-being of a family and that too of a high-profile celebrity. The police team is, of course, questioning the suspect, and now with these new videos emerging, I think they are on the right way. But it's been over 32 hours. They are fighting, racing against time, and it's high time that they give answers to these burning questions of how